take the blame. I've seen the world go down in flames. I've felt the strain of every loss I can't reclaim. Our steps retraced from when we went our separate ways. I've missed these days. I never thought we'd see this place again. I know the feelings always fade, but nothing else could make me stay. It's not too late for us to slip away. I know the feelings always fade. It's not too late for us to slip
What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
I've walked this road
Finally, a new playthrough, guys. Finally.
to lead us home.
And for this one, it's gonna be kind of a classic. Well, at least it's gotten its reputation as eventually becoming a classic. This game came out, I want to say roughly a couple years ago. I was a little bit late to the party. Got to play a little bit of it, recorded a little bit of it, but didn't put it on YouTube. So we are going to go ahead and actually revisit this game. Then I'm just going to go ahead and switch screens, and I'll let it speak for itself, guys. So yes, guys, for this next playthrough, we're going to be doing Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm super excited about this one. We're not going to be playing it on ultra hard mode, though. That's a little bit too much for me, but we will be playing it on hard mode, just for a little bit of difficulty to make things a little bit challenging for us. But yeah, I got through about halfway through this game, and then something eventually happened, and then there those other games that came up, and it kind of sidetracked me and whatnot. So I'm trying this time to be very focused in terms of what I want to do with the channel. And yeah, I mean, I see falling up in the chat right now. I know you're very excited about this one. So yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And just so you know, this game was originally on my PS4. I have not uploaded any of the trophies. There are a few trophies that have been earned, bronze trophies, which is not that many. There's not that many that I got. So the game is still very fresh, and we're gonna go ahead with it, guys. So thank you guys so much, whoever's watching and is gonna be sticking through this playthrough. I hope you guys have a blast. I will too. And let's get right to it, guys. Only thing about PS4 is the loading. Hopefully, when I get to Forbidden West, we don't have to deal with that. But that's been an issue with Horizon. But we'll get through some of the scenes and whatnot. Let's start from the new game. And actually, was it on very hard? Let's see if it'll take us to the actual cutscene. 'Cause I wanna see if I can actually open it up with the original. So we'll see if we can get that. If not, we might have to. I might have to fix something about that, but we'll figure it out, guys. Oh wait, already I want to quit. Let's try and do something real quick for you guys. Hold on. I want to try and do something for you guys. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm just going to put you into my be back screen for just a second. Hold on, everybody. Ah. Almost here, guys. Hold on. Here we go, guys. Hold on a sec. Okay, I think we're good. Give me a second. Here we go, guys. There you go. There you go. This is the screen I wanted to see. Speech and movie language, yeah, English. Display subtitles on, yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Thank you guys so much for quick little intermission, and let's get to playing.
What's that now? Don't like the cold? Can't stay in today. We have a ritual to perform, you and I. Here. Wear this. It belonged to my daughter. Good. Today, I speak your name, girl. But will the goddess speak it back? Normally, it would be the mother who declares, if you had one. The whole village would attend, and matriarchs perform the ritual. But we are outcasts. Even so, we keep the tribe's rituals. Otherwise, we might become like the faithless old ones, who turned their backs on the goddess. But their wickedness doomed them. To us, were left the splendors of creation. Beasts of air, water, earth, and steel.
I want the music to be loud, but I don't want it blaring in your ears, guys, so I'll definitely do some audio adjustments right after
It is
this.
one thing to hunt a beast, another to hunt a machine. You must be humble and respect their power. I will teach you this one day. High Matriarch Tirsa. What is she doing here? Does she mean to forbid the ritual?
No, 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 off your knees. It's nearly time. And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming,
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
but we are outcasts.
You by choice, and she, well... I am a High Matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, yes, now go, and be ready to declare. Go! Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which to know her. That your love may warm her life as the rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
Aloy!
And so her name is blessed.
Stop this at once! What have you done?
I've blessed the naming of a child.
Stubborn woman, you call that curse a child? What did she tell you about his birth, outcast? Answer!
I've done only what you asked.
To raise it, yes. We said nothing of love.
Enough.
And you, blessing its name like it was one
I
of
know
the
my
Nora,
duty
one
to
of the
them.
tribe.
And to you.
Without consultation.
I'm here.
Did all year, did
And wherever you go, I will follow.
talk about another game with amazing music. What an intro, guys. We're gonna change a little bit of the settings though, just because it is like super loud. So I'm gonna have to get like my hands raised to the controls again. Let me go ahead and bump this up for you guys a bit. I think this volume is gonna be okay. We'll see we'll see how, like, when we get to cutscenes, like how loud it actually gets, but we'll leave it at 80% for now, and then we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Adjusting your brightness of both circles are mostly slightly visible. Leave it like probably about maybe about there. We good? Let me get new face paints. Okay, focus effect. Okay, cool. Let's go new game. Let's set it on very hard. We'll see how very hard it is. Probably not gonna do an ultra. But once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching.
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little Bast? Now go and see if you can find some more, hmm? Well done, that's a good boy. Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned. There. Oh, come on. There.
Can't climb out. Looks tight, but I can get through. This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places. said never go in places like this. But I have to find a way out. There's something up ahead. What's that? A dead person. There's something shiny there. Lights. Everywhere. How does he do this?
Let's see.
A metal door. Closed. Maybe this device I found can help. How do I get it open? More lights. A shape. It's connected to the door somehow. It changed color.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember the controls for this. Slowly, I'm gonna get this.
The door changed color too. It did it. that? It's got a device.
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
Sorry, I'm just like scanning the room right now, so I know. So I can get recordings.
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse, but smiling at each other. Shauna handing out meds like being alive is some kind of pain to be eased. Well, not me. I don't want to go quiet. I don't want to trail off. I want a period at the end of my life sentence, not an ellipses. Hell, an exclamation mark. So if that upsets whoever finds this, too bad. I don't know anyone, anything, anymore.
Damn.
Well, Happy New Year, dear diary. Can you believe we actually celebrated last night? Well, we did. Kind of. Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community room. Don't know where she got the party hats. That was a ghoulish touch. So there we sit, watching the clock tick down to midnight, and I'm thinking, am I the only one who gets the symbolism of this? It might have been worth it if Skylar had gotten drunk again, but I seem to be a mistake she doesn't want to repeat.
I'm just kind of like looking around to see.
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse.
Oh, we already did that. We already did that. Yeah.
Why did they die here? What happened to them?
Very good question.
And pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Death. I'm sorry. It's been a while. And these
meds Johnny gave us are really something. So, okay, from the top, kids. Hail Mary, full of grace.
And maybe that's all I need, you know? That moment the door opened and you were standing there wearing that retro weave dress and the way you smiled. I had to look away or you were gonna see on my face what had just blossomed inside me, you know? It was just an instant, but I knew we'd be forever. Shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbid to shine, but God who called me here below will be forevermore. And Machu Picchu. Always wanted to see that. Never did. Why didn't I go with Owen when he asked? Stupid. Should have gone. Well,
It looks like I covered. Oops, did I cover you?
I mean, seriously? Record our thoughts for posterity? Great idea, Director Evans. Like I haven't done enough for posterity already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go.
I covered almost everybody here.
He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come. Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
do they mean?
Take your bow.
Bow?
And enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow. The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here? It's called salve brush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch. Good. Now eat the berries. They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually.
Hope you're enjoying the playthrough, by the way, everybody.
We'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. But I will be beside you. Aloy, a machine's coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass.
Gotta remember, like, not to use my R3. It's for
Stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy.
it's for my
Such
focus.
machines are called Watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do. Stay still. Wait for it to pass. Now keep low and follow me across the trail to that tall grass. Oh, another one. Let it pass. Come, back this way. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. And crouched walking is quieter than upright. Wait for it. That's the last of them. Let's move on. You did well. They didn't see or hear you. Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why's he up there? He's smiling at us.
Teb! Get back where you belong! Teb! Where are you?
Ignore him. We are outcasts and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
And he is a fool. Come now. Let's find that herd. Follow. There. See them? These are called striders. Get!
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see. Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Those will do. Follow. Aloy, over here. There's the herd. All right, it's time to throw some rocks.
But rocks can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them. Draw them into traps. Like that watcher over there. It must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them? How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal. Aloy, throw a rock near me. There. Come, girl, it's safe now. Harvest and kill so I can teach you how to make arrows. Good. Now, gather stalks of ridgewood from the plants over there. Use the stalks as arrow shafts, and metal shards for arrowheads. Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to...
So L1 and then activate. Okay.
Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
Starting to remember the controls in this game.
Aloy, they heard you. Don't be so noisy this time.
Oh, sorry.
Let's put
Jeez.
those arrows to use. Follow.
Sorry, man. Sorry. I didn't realize he was like that close.
Stay low in the grass and be quiet. It's time to make your first kill, Aloy. The Strider. One of the weaker machines, but even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study your prey. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable, like its eye. Can you guess another?
The canister on its back. Is that a weakness?
Yes. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
But that plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it charges, be ready to roll out of the way.
Hold R2 to aim.
Again!
again! Again! Good, now strike!
Yeah, bitches.
You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy! The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
Oh, what? There you go, there you go. Zest jump. Okay. sorry about that. Hey, at least I didn't get hit by the Strider. I was like kind of proud I dodged it.
I can do nothing. It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death. But if I shoot, it'll cause a stampede, and it will trample him.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
You will not. Aloy!
I need to do this slowly and quietly.
I'm gonna wait until you walk past me.
Can't let them see me.
My God, I can hear all these animals too, like all the machines around me. It's pretty wild. Way behind me.
I need to see their paths. Almost there. There he is.
Like a ninja, man. Like a ninja. Totally got that one down.
So, it is no plaything.
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both.
Boy!
She saved me. I just wanted...
Boy! Seal your lips. They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless. Come now. Back to Mother's heart.
That boy should not have spoken to us. It's against tribal law. We'll go home now. Follow.
I know the way. Seal your lips. Seal your lips. Seal your lips.
Stay away, no mother. Ugh.
You know what? This little freaking punk. Let's fucking throw the rock at his head.
Aloy, we cannot.
Children, away from there.
I think for RP purposes, like she's always being like kicked down in
Let me have a look.
section, so screw it.
Here, hold still. I'll get it.
Why? Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I'll win the proving.
I see. We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard, and it'll take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
exactly like I said. She is so sweet. That's what's gonna make the story really good. Finding out where she is and about where she really comes from. And I've gotten glimpses of like kind of like where it's gonna lead to. So, but I think the journey through this story is gonna be an amazing playthrough, guys.
Rost? 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 Where is he? 2 days before the proving and he goes off without me? He wouldn't do that.
Gather as much as we possibly can because we're gonna need it.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
That's my spear attack. That's the slash attack, light attack, heavy attack, spear. Then R L1 is to make arrows.
Cool. He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone?
Just making sure I remembered everything.
What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Aloy, you're here.
Let's see. So, heartwarming.
Did you want to be alone?
No. We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, At the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast. To be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. Anything else you want me to do while I'm down in the Embrace?
Odd Grata might be out of food by now. You could hunt a week's worth of meat for her, if you find the time.
Wouldn't mind if she'd say thanks just once.
Grata follows the law. Her silence towards us is honorable, not an insult.
If you say so. I'll go gather the parts, but I'm also going to pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
All right. Now we're in the open world and we have tons of things to do.
Something's really bothering him. If he thinks I'm gonna abandon him, he's wrong.
See the open map. We have like tons of stuff to do now. Look at this. Right. Okay, let's gather. Where do we gotta go? Let's see. Talk to Ograta. We're at the campfire. There's a campfire up here. Striders. Main Embrace Gate. North Embrace Gate. Ruins. South Embrace Gate. Let's make our way toward the hunt. We gotta hunt Blaze. Hunt for Blaze. Get shards. Let's go this way. We gotta gather some stuff now. We gotta gather tons of stuff now. Just gonna kind of like randomly run around for like a little bit. This is like a very open world game, kind of very much like Skyrim. So I mean, we could do like the main quest line.
2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days,
Shards.
and I'll know
We
who
need
she
to
was.
start killing some things. There's like Mother's Heart, which is like above us. We don't go there yet. Let's go.
Why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that.
Hunt for animals. bitch. I need to. Ooh, it was a little dodgy because I was literally running out of like arrows for myself.
Would you not help me? Please, I need your help.
I see you, but
please, no one else will help me.
Ooh, that was close.
Slow and quiet, does it?
Let me get the campfire. Save her here. Ooh, that was so close. I gotta watch his lens out of that at least. And then there's a little quest that I can do here. Okay, cool.
You want to talk to an outcast?
I'm desperate for help, whatever the consequences.
What's the problem then? Trouble with your leg?
Forget about me. It's my daughter, Arana. She's in danger. She went after a scrapper near Mother's cradle, and I fear for her life. I can't even stand up, let alone go after her. Will you help me find her?
You know the matriarchs might cast you out for speaking to me, don't you?
I don't care. I tried looking for her myself and my leg gave out. Just find her. I'll accept any punishment if it means she's safe.
Why would your daughter hunt a scrapper on her own?
It's my fault. I went after it first and it tore up my leg. I barely got away and I left a spear impaled in the machine. That spear was made by Adina, my mate, who died last year. It means everything to Arana. She went after the scrapper to get it back.
We're gonna come back.
You
to
said
that,
Arana went to Mother's cradle?
Yes.
Kind of
southeast of here.
Scrappers at this point in the game are very difficult. We don't have a lot of weapons, so we'll see.
Damn it! Look at me. A widower, now a cripple. Father that can't find his daughter. Please, help me set things right.
I'll do what I can to help your daughter.
Make sure she's all right. I'm begging you.
First, let's go. We actually gotta go hunt some things. So.
And one of these.
So far, we got.
This is where it ends.
What? How am I blinded? Oh, I didn't see you. Being very messy. Whoa, shit. Blinded. Flashbang. Come here, buddy. Not exactly how I wanted to do that, but okay.
Safe for a few minutes anyway.
I was like, jeez, I was like, in the most bad place. Jeez. Okay. Let's do. Let's see, brave. Concentration is slumped. Late spear attacks have increased knockback. This is like stealth stuff. Closest was to allies. Another one. Let's see. Armor break maybe? Oh, silent strike. We got through that section though. Miraculously, we're alive. Luckily, I knew how. Luckily, I remembered how to dodge these guys because I was like, "Geez, like." I was like out of arrows. I couldn't do anything against those guys. That was the hard part about that. They're like all upon me, and then like all of a sudden these like herd of like striders came by, and I was just like, I'm just gonna like wail on them. And luckily it kind of like paused them, and then I was able to kind of like hit 3 or 4 of them at once. So that actually was like really what helped me. Yeah, but now I think we can actually deliver this. So
on to me.
Okay. Whoa. Ow! That was like one hit. Holy crap, man. That was bogus. That was literally like one hit. Okay, wait. We're gonna do that and we're gonna go back to the fire. I think I lost like we are playing this in hard, so the difficulty is pretty up there. We might actually switch it down to medium if the damage is that much. Like, but we'll see how it goes. Your skills. Okay, so R1 attack on downed enemies. And I can do a silent strike takedown on small machines. Okay. I just gotta remember that. It's like, it wasn't.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
What? Whoa, whoa. Watch this out. I gotta gather Blaze. So let's see.
These are helpful. Bitter, though. Just stay out of their way for now.
Come to my murder bush. Come to my murder bush. Oh, I got all of them here.
That was worth it.
Ah. I'll let that guy run away. I'm gonna put this guy out of his misery.
I can get out of this.
There you go. Pick up a rock. I'm doing a little bit better now. Let's see if I can clear. So let's see. So what is this one? Put the cars for the Tripcaster. Let's go walk backwards. I want to see if I picked up that quest over there, though.
we still got that. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. See where we gotta go. Let's see. Okay, so that's the quest. With that, this is a new quest. Let's go to this campfire.
That must be Arana. Sounds like she's in trouble.
Somebody, please! I'm surrounded!
I'm gonna have to get used to the weapon swapping. That's one thing I gotta get really used to.
Somebody, please!
The rabbit, like, oh, there you go.
Help! Somebody, please! I'm stuck up here. I'm stuck up here.
Oh, you're like over there. Where are you? Are you up there? I think you're up there, right? Oh yeah, you're up there. Okay. I didn't know where you were. I couldn't see you. Okay. Where? Where are you stuck? Go this way. Oh, you're probably somewhere here. Oh, you're on the perch over here. I got it. Okay. I was like, where are you? I figured it out though.
That must be Alana. Sounds like she's in trouble.
I can't get down. Help! Somebody, please! I'm stuck up here. I can't get down. Help!
Come on then.
Whoa, dodge.
Somebody,
Whoa.
Surrounded! I need help! I can't get down!
Whoa. Everybody. Come here, everybody. That was a little messy.
From those machines.
That was a little messy.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, but let me loot everything first.
I just want to thank you.
Yeah, but
Hey, come over here. Please.
that was for guys.
Come talk to me. It'll only take a minute.
Hey, wait a sec though. Let me grab this.
Thanks for saving me from those machines. Thank you. I thought those Watchers were gonna tear me apart.
Your father sent me after you. It's time.
No, I'm not bad at stealth. I'm bad at aiming.
But I can't go back until I get my mother's
That's the hard
care from
part.
that
I'm bad at
scrapper.
aiming. But I promise I'll get a little bit better.
That spear must mean a lot to you.
My mother made it.
It's gonna take me a minute to get my accuracy up
my
again.
father lost it.
He didn't mean to. Scrappers are dangerous.
I know. I just can't stand the idea that it might be gone forever.
Your father is worried sick about you.
He gets worried if I go 10 steps to relieve myself in the bushes.
He doesn't want to lose you, Alana.
I know. But I do wish he wouldn't yell at me so much.
How did you wind up in that tree?
I tracked the scrapper to Mother's cradle. Caught a glimpse of it too, but then a Watcher saw me and called his pack. By all, Mother, I'm just not a good enough hunter.
Thank goodness for dodging though. I'm good at dodging. Who needs stealth when he can just dodge everything, dude? And just like just sidestep everything.
I'll look for your spear.
You will? Oh, thank you.
Go find your father.
Thank goodness in the next one,
Just south of
the
Mother's.
melee weapons are actually really important versus
Go to him
this
right
one.
away.
This one is more
Thanks
bow
again.
focus, but or range focus. The next game has like a lot more melee weapons, which is kind of like what I'm excited about.
Verana's trail ends here. Must be where she saw the scrapper. If I follow its tracks, I should be able to find that spear.
Scrappers. I don't know if I have the right kind of weapons to deal with this, but let's see. Is there a... Let's see where this is taking me. Northern Embrace. There's a... I gotta talk to Grata. Eventually, okay.
Mother's cradle.
Valuable resources. We don't need to do that right now.
I'll tuck that away. The trail ends here. I'll bet it crossed the river. Better check the other side.
Let's see what kind of enemies on this side.
Time to see Karst and get a tripcaster.
Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should get the tripcaster. See where that's going. I'm gonna leave that trail
No one's
on.
around. Looks safe to meet. My guess is he'll be waiting. There he is. Looks nervous.
Should probably get this weapon. before you do
Well,
that.
well. An outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, or you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's Heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traitors who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
Are you worried I'm going to tell someone that you trade with outcasts?
I don't think you're the kind who talks, but you never know.
You can stop worrying. The secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I don't mind hearing it.
Why do you take the risk, trading with outcasts?
Every time you ask. If a big, meaningful talk is what you're after, move along.
It's because you used to be one, isn't it?
Yeah. Got caught poking around one of the metal ruins out beyond the Embrace. Matriarch said I was tainted and gave me 5 years.
What did you see in the ruins?
Nothing I can make sense of. After my shunning, I tried living back in Mother's Heart, but everyone I knew had moved on, and there were so many people everywhere I turned. I like it better out here.
The only person I've ever told about our trades is Rost.
Yeah, well, not like he can turn me in, even if he wanted to. Law and duty sort of a man, that Rost. I don't know how you stand it.
You really don't know why he was cast out?
I've told you no. I don't think anyone knows what he did, but it must have been serious because his term is for life.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do.
Oh, what is up, Chef Pina? How you doing?
What can I say? Special.
Glad you liked the stream last night. Thank you so much for coming in last night.
I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me.
Yeah.
Now that you've got yourself a tripcaster, practice how to use it someplace else, all right? My life's exciting enough without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
Really? Could have fooled me. Will you be around later, in case I want to make another trade?
I'll be here. Same as usual, bring me the parts you harvest from any machines you hunt. The better the parts, the more shards I'll pay. Be sure to take a close look at my inventory, though. Who knows? Maybe I've got something that could give you an edge in the proving.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Will you be around later, in case I want to make another...
I'll be sure to...
I guess that concludes our business.
All right, and good luck in the proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
I've got what I need. Time to meet Rost at the North Gate.
Yes, but should I take care of our little scrapper problem?
There. Time to get that spear.
Gotta put up a fight.
Keep quiet now.
I didn't see that I could access the other clip. I'm gonna wait. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Everyone's doing well. Let's wait for these guys to like reset. I hope these guys will reset.
That's it. Nothing to see here.
I mean, I guess they see the body, so they're like confused. They're like, what's going on? That guy's...
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me. I want to get that one watch. There we go. That's the one I wanted to kill because he's like alerting everybody. I'm gonna do one other thing. I'm gonna do... Come here, guys.
I'm doing a pretty good job with this one, guys. I hope I am. I'm playing it smart, at least. Here we go. Whoa, whoa.
A well-made weapon. Arana will be happy to have it back.
Hell yeah. We did a pretty good job. I think I did a pretty good job on that. I figured baiting them would be a good way to do it. To do that one. Okay, let's create more. I figured baiting them would be like the best option.
Saving these for the trail.
I need to gather more help. Machine core, nice. Ross at Northgate. Mother. Okay, so find Ross. Gonna go back and drop off that quest.
Fresh as it comes.
Oh, we gotta run all the way over there. Oh, God. Anyways, guys, while I'm doing this, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. I'll just be right back, guys. Just hold on, guys, for a second. Alrighty, guys. My son wanted to watch me stream. He's in the back. He's in the back, like right over here. He's saying hi. He's saying hi. You guys can't hear him. I have my mic pretty focused on my voice, so. But he's saying hi to everybody. He can't go to bed. Yeah, it's a little bit early for him. It's only 8:30 over here, so he's just gonna be hanging out with me for like a little bit. Anyways, we're gonna resume our playthrough. But I'm glad you guys are doing well out there. Following up, I'm glad you're doing okay.
Hardy little plant. He'll help.
Yes, it is a bow and arrow. Yeah. Game is like hunting big machines and stuff like these right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Don't see me. Get on my face. Yeah, these guys are... I'm actually trying to get to one of the spots. They're on the other side of this rock face, so I need to go in this direction. So we gotta go We gotta go like where that yellow square is. Oh, they're like all over here. Try not to deal with you guys. I'm gonna go away from you. Yep. Well, he's saying they're tiny robots. I'm like, well, they get larger and larger as we play more. So this is only the starting zone. There's ones that are pretty large in this game. You'll see. We can get past a few sections. Right now, I'm doing like a little bit of questing though. Oh, what? Oh, they don't see. Sorry, sorry guys.
First you send Arana back to me, and now you've got the spear. When I first called out to you for help, I didn't even know if you'd speak to me. I'm glad you did.
Me too. I can't believe you got the spear back.
Your mother knew how to craft them. It's of exceptional make.
I'll never be the crafter she was, but she did pass along a few tricks. I'd be happy to take a look at your spear.
Thank you. It sounds like she was special. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, because of you, I still have the spear to remember her by. You didn't have to help us, but you did. She would have admired that. Thank you, Aloy, for everything.
All right. Okay, so now we got the main quest line. Right? Oh, we can do this one. We can talk to Old Grata. I think that's what we're gonna head over to do. Yeah, we'll talk to Grata. Since you're giving that to us, we might as well just do it. Grab that. And then after we turn this into Ograda or whatever we got to do for her, then we're gonna see if we can maybe level up our character or get some upgrades or something.
I have looked for your bounty among the rocks and the trees, but find no wisdom.
From what?
Oh, Mother.
Down the hill.
When my name was called to the mountain, you did not speak it back. You kept it close to your heart. I know, even when my belly and hands are empty, that you hold me in your embrace.
Yep.
Hello, Grata.
Oh, Mother, since I was cast out, have I not been constant as the river flows? Have I not kept the vows as the stones do? Show me your grace, All-Mother, and provide for me once more.
Good news, Grata. Once again, All-Mother has brought you rabbits.
All-Mother, your voice cracks like the distant thunder. I hear the songs of grief, All-Mother. I would join the call, but I left my prayer beads atop the eastern overlook. I am afraid.
Wait at your camp for me, Grata. I'll see what I can do.
Let's see where she's sending us. Where are you sending us?
Grapes.
Oh.
When I think what it would have been like if I had lost.
Yeah, I know. We've already completed the quest with you. I'm just trying to loot this. Oh no, you make arrows, Xander. You make arrows with scrap and wood. So you have to defeat like enemies in order to get like in order to make arrows. All the ammunition you actually craft actually. You craft it on your own actually. Yeah. Gotta go this way. I need to save up on fire arrows. Whoa. 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 Stuck. Yep. They're like velociraptors. That's exactly what they are. He's saying they look like velociraptors. I'm like, now that I think about it, that's probably what maybe they're based off of. A lot of the machines in this game are actually based off of real animals or like lizards or dinosaurs or stuff.
Grata may be devout, but it takes strong arms to reach the Overlook the fast way.
Whoa, no. I'm dead. Shucks. I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully it doesn't place me too far away. Oh, okay. I think it just placed me at the bottom of the hill. Okay. Thank God. Tried. Let's see if we can craft it. Sorry, getting distracted. Hold on, Xander. Oh. Whoa. Come here. Whoa. Girl, like I just like was like trying to shoot through the grass and I like couldn't see. And you can't use the focus at the same time while you're aiming at them. Unless I like tag them or something. But they're hard to like if I'm in the grass and I'm crouched, I can't see the shielding. Yes, I know. I'm trying to concentrate real quickly though. Let's try to go this way. There you go. Sometimes it takes me a second to look for where the footing is.
This looks promising. Aha! Grata's prayer beads. I see why she comes up here to pray. It looks like the Mother's Gate. You know, I wonder what bothers me more. That she ignores me, or that with all her talking to all mothers, she's never lonely. Just wait. I'm gonna search the body. There's Grata, all alone with Allmother, the only way she knows. Here are your prayer beads, Grata. Now you have what you need.
All-Mother, each morning I find your tears of joy speckling the leaves. Joy at the beauty of all you have made. See how I cry now with you in gratitude.
So you'll cry for her, but you won't speak to me. Fine. Guess that makes you the better outcast. Grata, I may not be around much for a while. I'm gonna run in the proving, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that.
Oh, Mother, I thank you for the kindnesses you share. When the proving comes, in your great wisdom, may you give favor to a brave of generous heart.
I think I get what you're saying. Goodbye, Grata. For now.
Oh, Mother, hear me as I count off my years of devotion from these beads.
Oh. Tripcaster. Here's the size of your weapon satchel, so that means you can have more weapons available. I need one blaze. I can do resources satchel. Traps. All right. Let's go to the next one.
Comes in the hushing of the grass.
Let's see where we're gonna go.
explosions and shouts from outside the embrace. I wonder what's going on.
Yep, there's a story about that, son. About where all of these are coming from. As you play the game, you figure out exactly what's happening.
Aloy, you're here. You have the fire arrows.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark. I got Odd Grata her rabbits, for which she thanked Allmother, of course.
It was Allmother working through you to bring her the rabbits.
You always say that, but I was there and I hunted alone.
And you always say that, and so make yourself alone.
I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlaw trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Perhaps. You'll know it's worth soon enough.
I don't understand. Those explosions are outside the embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Till then, we wait.
Look, Rost. I've thought it through, and I'm not going to shun you after the proving, okay? I won't do it. I'm not about to pretend that you never raised me.
Aloy, the law forbids all contact.
It does, and I don't care. I know what duty means for you, Rost, but all tribal law has ever done for me is take things away. And that's not gonna happen again.
Aloy, I must obey the law.
And so you will. I knew you'd say that, so this is what we'll do. I'll come to you in secret. No one will see me, so I won't get in trouble. And I know you won't talk to me because it's against the law, but I'll talk to you. It'll be my crime, not yours. You'll just listen. And that's how we'll handle this.
You've put a lot of thought into this.
I know. So you can stop worrying. It's handled.
Yes. So it is.
Still a while to go before dark. I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth, and it's something new. Something angry. Since they first started appearing 10 years ago, they have killed many braves.
Yeah.
Follow the path. It's not far.
That cabin. What happened to it?
A machine, that's what.
sort of machine does that?
The sort of machine you're hunting now.
Oh, I see. I'll watch your carcass. I'll harvest the parts.
Watch your surroundings. Farther now.
Why are we the only ones out here tonight? Why can't the tribe's braves hunt this machine?
They did. The kills we passed are theirs. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
They won't need to. This machine will be my kill.
Or your death, if you're not careful.
Entire lodge wrecked by sawtooths? How many were there?
I didn't bring you here to answer questions, Aloy. I brought you here to deal with that. This hunt is yours to make, Aloy. Yours alone. No matter what happens, I will not intervene. You understand? You are on your own.
I should stay out of sight. I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps?
fucking in the wall. Whoa. Stuck. Trying to get the canister. Leaving the quest area. Yep. Yep, we killed it.
Why did I bring you here?
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection. It was a test to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
No. Follow. These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the Proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the Proving. And after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow. Dawn has passed. This will be your last day in the Embrace as an outcast. Use the time to set your mind on the challenges before you. When it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I'll go back to the cabin with you.
I'm not heading there just yet. I have other plans.
Oh, such as?
I'll be waiting for you when it is time.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
You will.
All right, we got an extra skill point. Sweet. Okay. So. Art scavenger. That might actually be. Oh. Inventory. Parja bow hunter. We have a blue tripcaster. I'm gonna hold on to those items for just like a while.
The sky's getting lighter.
And then we have 4 blades. We have like 15 blades. We have 41. Right. And I think this is where we're going to be ending it, guys. Anyways, let me go ahead and just change screens real quick. Well, anyways, we completed the tutorial area in the beginning zone. We're going to be going to Mother's Embrace for the proving. That's going to be in the next episode. So a lot of cool stuff, a lot of fun stuff happening. And yeah, this is where we're going to be ending it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Peace out.